Action. 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 Again. In the last video, we talked about high-low flame and how I was bench testing a torch head. And a lot of people showed interest in the manifold. So I'm just going to go over the manifold right now. The manifold basically consists of you come from your source here, which is your propane tank, through a rated line, and then it goes here into a series of piping, which is a manifold. Manifold is just a bunch of different piping put together, and it comes out of one source. So comes through here, the main line comes through here, and the shutoff to this actual manifold is right here, controlled by a ball valve. And it comes to a T, and then you have a long nipple, 3/8 nipple. It comes to a regulator, and regulator regulates the pressure of the gas. We'll show you how that works in a minute. Off the regulator, I have a gauge, so I can see how much gas I'm actually using in there. And this right here is a needle valve, what they call a needle valve. Okay, there's a better shot of it. Okay, and I can fine tune stuff with that needle valve, and I have that downstream of the regulator at this point in time. We normally in this industry don't use needle valves all that much because we can control everything simply with the regulator. Now off the regulator, I have a gauge, so I can see how much gas I have in there. And then down here, I'll give you a higher shot. You'll see it goes through here, and then it goes out to your flame bar, which is right here. In one of my previous videos, you saw me talk about an H-bar when we did a robot putting out a fire, shark attacks, and you can see an example of that below if you continue to watch. Here, back to the manifold, this ball valve right here, if you look, the main line comes in and it goes that way, but it also goes this way, okay? So when I open this up, now ball valves, they're in the closed position when they're perpendicular to the straight line of the pipe. And when they're parallel, like this, it's open. So when I open this up, the gas from here will run through and it'll bypass the regulator and the needle valve, and you'll get strictly tank pressure. Okay, so we're getting ready to light this bar, and what we're gonna do is I've got the tank on, I've turned the tank on, I've got the gas held back by the ball valve here, and I've got this ball valve shut off. This ball valve is for a bypass. It basically will give you tank pressure. If I open this up, you'll see it comes around here and it bypasses both the regulator and the needle valve. It's downstream of that, and basically all the pressure from the tank comes down here when I open this ball valve, and it gives you your high fire. We're going to show that in just a minute. I want to talk about safety a little bit. Got to make sure when you light this thing, if you're outside, this particular thing is for like a campfire effect, or maybe you might have it in a window for some flame or something like that. But you got to be aware of certain things, basically things that can burn around you. You'll notice that this is on a metal table. We have fire extinguishers close by, and it's a two-person thing. Okay, let's light it up. We're going to go ahead and turn the tank pressure, turn the tank on. Okay, now we're at the manifold. We have the gas protected by this ball valve. We have the main blow-by or the high flame ball valve shut. Okay, so everything is shut right now, and I want to set pressure. Right now I have no pressure in there. So I have the regulator wide open. The way a regulator works is it's the exact opposite of a faucet. Okay, so lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So when I go right, that is when I get the gas, and you'll see it rise. So right now I've preset the pressure. We're right around 20 PSI. And I've got the needle valve completely shut off. As soon as I release this needle valve, and I'm going to do it very slowly, he'll be ready with the torch. Here we go. I'm releasing it very slowly. Okay, so we talk about the needle valve. Once again, a needle valve is for fine-tuning stuff, okay? All right, you'll notice I can adjust the flame this way and that way. For now, I want to come off like roughly the 20 PSI that it's set at. So that's about 20 PSI. Okay, you can see you have a nice flame there. You don't need to go real high. Actually, that's a little high. I probably would do it around 10 PSI. Okay, so I'm just going to lower this, close the needle. I'm going to use the needle valve as my regulator, so I'm going to close a little bit. All right, and then we come down to our bypass now. Be aware that when I open this up, basically it's taking just tank pressure, about 90 PSI in this case, and you'll see the big poof. Here we go. There you go. That's an example of the high-low flame.